1, 2, 3. Howdy, good people. Hello, good people of the UK. So, UK and Australia are heading down the same path as communist China. Keir Starmer has a sexual fetish for China, and so does Anthony Albanese. He just spent 6 days in China getting gangbanged by Chinese communist officials. And in Australia, we have the E-Safety Commissioner. Now, these laws are not about saving children because the UK and Australia don't give a fuck, because they'll import anybody into the country as long as they are anti-Australian or anti-British. And we know this from the language they use. One day, our religion will dominate your country. So they don't even give a shit about our country, yet our governments import them. And because we have become so used to civil society that the citizens of both countries just sit back, relax, and do nothing about it. And it's a sad situation to be in when you think about it. We were once great nations, but the radical left-wing lunatic politicians who were allowed to fester in the political system and make decisions that affect all of us have been allowed to get away with sedition and treason. There is no other words to describe what is going on in the UK and Australia. But do any of you really think that the laws being introduced are about child safety? You wouldn't be importing people who see it as an obligation to marry 9-year-old kids. Or was it 6, 9? Who knows? But they're allowed to come in by the boatload. No, they don't care. They don't care. This is about Chinese communism. Putting the final nail in the democratic coffin. In the democracy coffin, I should say. Because the Democratic Party of the United States is not democratic at all. It's basically a front for the Chinese Communist Party as well. But what you're about to see is you cannot speak out against any government activities, mandates, the illegal alien invasions across the world. You're not going to be able to speak out. You will be thrown in jail or fined into oblivion. There is no way around this. But idiots will still elect the same idiots because they relate to the idiots. So I blame the citizens of our great nations. I blame you. I never voted for a left-winger in my life, even though I would be considered a classical liberal. I would be considered a classical I sit on the fence between conservatism and liberalism. I never voted for a radical left-wing lunatic because I know what they're capable of doing, which is sedition and treason. That's all they can do until they have their communist fantasy land. Stop voting for anybody right now. Do not vote for anybody who is left of right wing. Because anybody left of right wing is capable of being bought and sold, pimped out, turned out, and be made to accept refugees and people from other nations. Why don't the other people from other nations accept us in their countries? Why can't the Jews go back to Jordan? Why can't the Jews go back to Egypt? Why can't the Jews go back to Syria? Why can't the Jews go back to Morocco? Why can't the Jews go back out to Saudi Arabia? Why is it only one way? Fuck that. We need to vote President Donald John Trump's across Western and European civilization before we lose it, because we keep voting for the radical left-wing lunatics who are crazy. Stop doing it. Stop voting for these parasites. You know, it's like you're walking the plank and you just continue walking They love us. They love us. They love us. Don't you see the plank is about to end? Yes, but they love us. They're going to save us. No, they're not. Everybody, find the local Donald John Trump candidate wherever you are and vote for that guy. I don't care about anything else. Just make sure he's like Donald John Trump. Alright, good people. Good luck. UK and Australia, we deserve better. I don't really give a shit about you, New Zealand. You suck anyway. Canada, you can go fuck yourself. You voted for Trudeau. You can go fuck yourselves. I don't care. Anyway, thank you, President Trump, for just being a Superman. Alright, bye for now.